All right, here's a few solving linear equations. The first one, question 33, 4.8y is equal to negative 28.8. I'm going to use the division principle, and what I'm doing is trying to isolate the y. So I just divide by 4.8, not 4.8y. Okay, and then on this side I have to do the same thing. On the left side they cancel, so I'm left with y is equal to, and if I divide these two on the calculator, it should come out, I think, to negative 6 is what I got. Okay, so that's 33. Another question, 43 looks like this one. Now initially I look at it and I see fractions, and that bothers me a little bit. And so I can probably, I know that this number and this number are just common numbers that I could get together. But they're fractions, and often when you have fractions that, you can make mistakes on that. Anyway, so what I like to do with this question is to use the I hate fraction rule. And the I hate fraction rule simply says to look at the denominators for each one. This one doesn't have a denominator, so assume it to be a 1. And find a common denominator. And for this one, I think the lowest common denominator will be 3. So I'm going to take and I'm going to multiply every term, this one, and this one, by 3. Okay, so I'm going to take the negative 7/3 x, and I'm going to take the 2/3, and I'm going to take the negative 18, and each of them I'm going to multiply by 3. Okay, so you have to do them all. You can't just do the two that have the fraction on them. Okay, so for the first ones, the 3's cancel, so I'm left with negative 7x. The next one, same thing, the 3's cancel, so I'm left with just 2. And then the next one's 3 times 18. I'm thinking that's about negative 54. Okay, so now I've got a nice equation that doesn't have any fractions. So I'm going to move the 2 to the other side. So subtract 2 here and subtract 2 there. So I'll get negative 7x is equal to negative 56. And then I'll use the division principle, and I'll divide both sides by a negative 7. So I'll come up with x is equal to negative divided negative is a positive. 56 divided 7, I think, is 8. Okay, hopefully that helps you with those questions.